The rise of early onset cancer has doctors sounding the alarm. The disease tends to strike people under 50. NTD's Andrew Thomas speaks with the founder of an early detection company about how his only sibling inspired him to improve screening and ultimately find a cure.
Sumit, thank you for being with us.
Sure, no problem.
First, can you tell us a little bit about your sister and what motivated you to start Cancer Check Labs?
About 14 years ago in 2010, my only sibling, my younger sister, unfortunately got diagnosed with cancer. About a year and a half later, she passed away. From that point of time, it really became my obsession to figure out how to cure cancer. And I've dedicated the last more than decade of my life to figuring that out. The primary tumor itself generally does not kill you. What kills you is the tumor sheds tumor cells that circulate through your bloodstream, known as circulating tumor cells, or CTCs, the acronym for short. And the CTCs spread the cancer in your body in a process known as metastasis. And the metastatic effects make your other organs biologically dysfunctional and you die. That's really how you die from cancer. You die from the spread driven by these CTCs. What we've really developed here is a test that is able to identify, extract, and isolate CTCs from blood. And while that's been done in the past, over the past dozen years to study them, all the technologies today that can essentially isolate CTCs from whole blood deal with anywhere from 0.5 milliliter of blood to 9 milliliters of blood, which is basically 2 teaspoons on the high end. That is just not enough for any type of commercial or clinical application. You need a more statistically significant sample. Our test is able to handle much larger volumes of blood. We will do the same thing by isolating the CTCs, but this time we will run a downstream analysis on it, looking at some of the markers to identify the tissue of origin. Where is it coming from? Is this coming from your breast? Is this coming from your lung? Is it coming from your brain, your colon, so on and so forth? So that's what the test is. It is a pan-cancer solid tumor screen.
What's the most rewarding part of your work?
The impact. The reason I got into this, quite honestly, is my sister asked me to cure cancer. And that's before she died. And I think she knew that I had the drive, the will, and the capacity to try to figure out something that could do it. And we're not there yet. Early detection is the first step because early detection is the key to curing cancer in someone that has it. Then there's obviously treatment. What do you do after that? What are the therapeutic modalities? All things we're working on, and we have a plan. But the first step is early detection. In human history, if you look at all human history wars that have occurred, all recorded deaths, the total cumulative fatalities, the estimates vary somewhat widely, but the most common estimates are 350 to 400 million people. You're talking about an impact on humanity that exceeds, in 1 century, saving more lives potentially than all lives that have been lost in wars in human history. And that absolutely makes me very excited. And also because I see myself being able to keep my promise to my sister.